Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and it says, or first, before I get into it, this might actually be a YN episode. A bunch of young niggas doing dumb shit. It says right here, Chicago man arrested after police allegedly found a gun in his ass. Now, I don't even know, nor do I want to know how the fuck you get a pistol in your ass, right? This is what separates me and the young niggas. When you got a pistol up your ass back in the day, I mean, somebody blames you in it. Now, these niggas cramming the blick in their ass. And he looks smug. Like, he don't look like he was in any discomfort. Like, this was just daily shit. Another day at the office. Weirdo behavior. That's why niggas can't get bitches. And then we got right here, it says women outnumber men in the workforce as stay-at-home boyfriends becomes an economic trend. No, he's just pimping your ass, and they're too fucking green to tell the difference. Now, I respect pimping, and I'm a student of the church, but what's happening is a bunch of bitches messing with bums. And also, I think I've stated this in previous episodes, right? I may have or may not, I don't know, but I've always stated that I believe that women are the class workers. They're dedicated, they show up. You can threaten their job when they get out of pocket, they'll fall in line, and that's the only method of survival that most of them know, right? Tricking or working. Now, a lot of these bitches is getting bold and they tricking, and I respect that, right? Got to get it how you live. And with the help of OnlyFans, they're just increasing in numbers as it pertains to the ones that, you know, got a little bit of moral or scared, right? I think it's a combination of both. Bitches got morals, integrity, and they're too scared to show they pussy or don't want to feel shame or what have you. I'm not knocking that. Right, it's a good thing. It's a beautiful thing when you don't have women out there want to sell sex, do the easiest shit like flatbacking just to make $1. Any person, male or female, if you selling sex, you got a bright ideals. That's the most base bullshit primitive thing that you can do. I had a bitch that I was dating and said, we should do OnlyFans. I said, bitch, I might be somebody someday. I might be president, bitch. I'm not sure. I don't want my dick in rotation. And I'm not actually like worried about what I'm working with. I'm working with a nice thing, but yeah, the internet is forever, bro. There's certain people I just don't want to have access to my dick, so I don't want to do that. I like porn. I don't want to be a part of that. Sort of like I like tires. They go in your car. You need them to drive, but I don't want to work at a fucking petroleum factory either. Right? I'm a patronage, not the goddamn insider. And then we got right here, these are two unfortunate events. It says a convicted felon who turned his life around to become an anti-violence volunteer is back behind bars after he found a blick on the streets of Chicago and tried to turn it in to the police. He faces up to 30 years in prison for being a felon in possession with a firearm. Now, first of all, this nigga wasn't too smart. This actually feeds into the theory that most criminals are fucking dumbasses, because there's a saying that goes, no good deed goes unpunished. And if you know that you are a repeat offender and having a pistol in your possession is against the law, and cops are corrupted and nobody gives felons a second chance but real niggas, why the fuck would you take a pistol to the precinct like they was gonna believe you? Now, I'm not saying that he wasn't doing the right thing. He very well was. But he was supposed to take that blick, wipe it off, sell it to a nigga in the hood. Get the money, get off the flock, keep it pushing. Let some other jackass get caught with the blick. You wasn't supposed to have it in your possession. You, as a felon, they don't give a fuck if you're an anti-violence volunteer. You know what I'm saying? After you get a felony, now you want to be anti-violence? Fuck that. That's what they thought. I'm just saying. And yeah, it works against you. The shit backfired. What are you gonna do? Now they're not gonna give him 30 years in prison, and I'm pretty sure he'll be able to explain this. And because he's an anti-volunteer, He probably got some people that vouch for him. They're gonna put up some money for a lawyer. They're gonna argue this shit. He's probably not gonna get hit with charges, right? But it's just a simple fact that you're a felon. And when you get a felony, you can't have a possession of a firearm. So having the possession of the firearm while being a felon, yeah, he wasn't thinking this shit all the way through. He was trying to do something good, and like I said, no good deed goes unpunished. Sometimes you gotta learn the hard way. And then we got right here, it says LAPD officer who recorded his colleagues making racist remarks has been charged with 16 felonies of illegal recording confidential communication. He faces up to 13 years behind bars. Now, because it's the LAPD, and most of them niggas is racist and or corrupted, like, I want to have sympathy for him, because he probably was black. And he probably was recording some Mexicans, because those are the only niggas that's stupid as fuck to say racist shit, thinking that like nobody's listening. White niggas have tightened up. Black people don't typically say racist shit. And even if they do, black people can't be racist. Argue with your mother. We can be bigots. However, we not leading the league in racism, right? We not locking niggas up because they white. They did some shit. So I'm assuming it was some Mexican niggas, and it's California, right? South California. So I think the population, if my memory serves me correct, is like 61% Mexican. So probably some Mexican cops saying some foul, stupid ass shit. And he thought that he'd go tell on their ass, right? And he had recordings of them. But clearly, police are not fucking Mr. Current Affairs as it pertains to the laws that they pass in they state. Because even a nigga like me in Atlanta knew that recording people, whether video or audio, is illegal without their consent. I knew that shit, and I don't even live in LA. So he should have really known that shit. However, he was a cop, so he probably was thinking that he was recording police officers while being law enforcement. Nobody's above the law. And because he got jammed up and he facing some time, he probably black. Because I have reason to believe if he was a white nigga or even a Mexican, this shit would have went through due process. Now they trying to process him for telling on the bad cops, right? And this is what we say, that we don't believe there's no good cops. Because when you do have a good cop trying to roll over on the bad cops, he get fucked up. Make that shit make sense. Niggas is getting shot in the back like Oscar Grant, if I'm not mistaken. That happened in Los Angeles somewhere. He got shot in the back while handcuffed, and they try to lock a cop up for recording niggas saying racist shit. Make that make sense. In any event, if y'all like this episode, YouTube, I try to do it without cussing. At the very least, I didn't cuss at no particular one person. And Mexicans do say racist shit. I'm just pointing out the obvious. That was not a racist remark. Might have been a generality. So sue me. If you like this episode, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out. No one's ready to deal with us.